Okay, so this week we are borrowing, for story time, we are borrowing a family art night project, and we're going to do some cubism. The directions in your bag do say story time, and they are purple to keep with the color-coded system we've been trying to keep up with this year. Anyway, so that is there and that is in there, but we are basically just recycling. I do want to show you my previous samples, and we are going to we're going to start one on our own together here today. Somewhere where did they go? I had blank coloring sheets. Oh, give Miss Jami a minute. I'll find them. They're on the bottom of the instructions. See? Even Miss Jami doesn't know what she's doing most of the time. Anyway, so the basic gist of the project is that we're going to take a ruler, and you can eyeball this yourself. You don't have to have a ruler, but I like to do it. And we're going to put lines all over across our piece of paper, our basic first thing. And you can use a coloring sheet that was given to you in your packet. I don't even remember which ones they are, but you were given simple ones. Or you can draw your own picture and then draw in the lines. And then what you want to do is you want to color it in some form of contrasting media. I did this one with 2 colors on the inside and 2 colors on the outside. I tried to do this one with 3 on the outside and inside and 1 on the outside, but I screwed up and I didn't like it, so I didn't finish it. This one was a little different. I did 2 colors on the inside, and then I did patterns on the outside. So there are lots of different ways to do this. You can do this in the same manner that we did, if I can find them, our Family Art Night Zentangles a couple of weeks ago, where you just, every piece is done in different patterns. You can do that too with this, or you can just color. But anyway, I wanted to show you my samples, my pieces. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a quick rundown of a basic how-to, just so that you kind of can see it and get started with it. And there is a family night video from the first time I did this where I really went into a lot of detail on how to do it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to link that to the Storytime playlist as well, so that you can now see it. Hopefully I'll be able to pop it in at the top. But we'll see how that goes. We're going to go ahead and you can do these in like grids. You can do them in diagonals. You can do this however it is that you see, however you want to. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use orange for my lines. And we're going to just kind of plop them in. I try not to be super precise with these because I don't want them to be exact. But if you want them to be exact, I say go for it, because it's your project, it's your art, it's your craft. And the most important thing to remember anytime we ever do anything is that there is no wrong way to craft. You are the artist, you are the visionary, you are the person who can see it inside of your head the way you want it to look on the outside. So you are in charge of making that happen. And you can do like just 3 or 4 of these, or you can do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Technically, the quartered pictures we did a couple weeks ago in Family Art Night would also be considered a cubism, because you cubed it. But yeah, no, there's not a lot of rhyme or reason to this one, which might, in all honesty, be why Miss Jami likes it, because sometimes I just like things to be a little wacky. If you happened to see me at all last week, you know Miss Jami out-wackied herself just a bit. That was hard. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add in some more. I am really feeling the lines today. So yeah, we're going to do this, and then comes the fun part where you color it. And that part can take a really long time, so I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do the whole thing. But I will do a couple pieces to show you, kind of get you started. Anyway, so there we go. We are chock full of lines. We probably have too many, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to do my inside with red and green, just because those are leaf colors. Oh, I could do yellow too. We'll do red, green, and yellow. Actually, I might just do green and yellow. I don't like red. I know, I moved to the really wrong state because I don't like red. But it's okay, I'm getting used to it. Anyway, what a good thing, you can start on one edge and work your way around. It really doesn't make any difference. I just try to make sure that you don't have two blocks of the same color right next to each other. Like, you want to be alternating. And some of this might work a little better if you did like your lines and markers and your coloring in colored pencils, but I only have markers sitting here at my video workstation, so that's what we're going to use. But really, most important thing to remember is that there's no wrong way to do it. You don't have to do it exactly like I do. You don't have to do it exactly like the other people at your house. Like, everybody gets to do this however it is that they see it in their heads. Let's see. I just went up the stem and hit a piece. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that all the pieces that butt right up against that yellow are green. And really, like I said, you can do this with a minimal amount of lines and then just color it however you want. There's no real wrong way to do this. I say that you want to make sure that your colors don't line up, don't match up, don't whatever. But really, if you want to put in the lines and then have every square be the same color anyway, like, go for it. There is nothing wrong with that. There's no wrong way to do this. Which is why it's kind of nice. It's an all ages kind of craft. Everybody can do it, but everybody's going to do it just a little bit differently depending on their coloring ability and their view of the world and their, you know, what colors they like or don't like. Like, it's kind of fun. And I try to make sure that I don't color over the lines, but sometimes that happens. Like, I try to leave them so that when I'm all done you can still see the lines, but like I said, not super important, doesn't have to happen. Anyway, so there we go. So what I would do next is I would just keep going and coloring in and branching outward and outward and outward until it looked like one of my finished products, or even like this other one that I had started. You see, you're just gonna keep going until your entire like centerpiece is done, and then once your centerpiece is done, you can work on the outside, and you can do all of that in the same color, or you can do that in multiple colors. What I would probably let's do like blue and purple because they contrast really nicely with both the orange that I did my lines in and the green and yellow. But if you wanted things that really matched well, you could do that too. Miss Jamie just really likes things that don't match. So in this part, you can do this. You can start right up next to things. You can start on the end and work your way. There's, like, I'm a broken record, but there really is no wrong way to do this. You can do this however you want to. Although, you know, I say there is no wrong way to do it, but then when my colors don't match up, I'm like, oh, that was so wrong. What was I thinking? Because, see, I just did that, and now, like, all three of these are going to have to be purple. So what we might do is we might throw in a little pink so that I can, like, alternate and do like this square pink. And do this square pink, which really blends into the orange, which I don't like too much, but I am now committed. Anyway, so there is that, and then we'll do these two in purple. This isn't the good purple. Purple I keep saying I gotta throw away. Okay, let's try again. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll just continue coloring in these squares and doing patterns and alternating colors and all that stuff until the entire piece of paper is colored and covered and ready to go, like all done. And that's basically it. It's just, and it can be really relaxing because like it's just coloring. You don't have to put too much thought into it. But see, like, and I do have all of these other samples, so I don't feel too bad about not finishing this one all the way. But so there's this as an idea. I was starting in on this, and I did the body of the butterfly different than the wings, and then I was going to do the outside different. I said this one, I got real fancy and did patterns. You can do that, but you don't have to. This is one where I say you can't do it wrong, but as soon as I did it, my brain was like, oh no, that's wrong. And then, which is a my brain thing, not a real thing. And then there is this simple basic. You do 2 on the inside and 2 on the outside. But yeah, no, just enjoy yourself, have fun, and I will see you next week. We're gonna shift into musicians, so we may or may not be making our own homemade instruments. We're gonna see how it goes. So have fun, enjoy yourself, stay safe, and I will see you next time.